Hello everybody and welcome back to Dominions 5. We are Bob, God of Friwald, in the fall of Year 2, the Ascension Wars. Alright, so this turn I haven't actually sent it in, but it's due very soon. I have done the most of the things though. We will go through it together and maybe I'll change my mind. We can do some adjustments, but most of the things have already been set in stone. Gunthermund has cast twice born. I talked about that one last episode. We're doing more of that this turn. No magic sites were found this turn. That's unfortunate. Now the battles, I have clicked on them, but I haven't actually seen any other battles, so we'll do that together. And this is Hraesbard attacking Avas. And that's a very interesting fight. This is the same type of force that slaughtered our units, except there's a lot less of them here. And these are the Hraesbard, powerhouse troops that we've seen earlier. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. He takes off immediately and attacks. And in they go. So they land everywhere and they've killed most of the things, but the fire guards are not dying, but they were not the ones who were surrounded, of course. A lot of birds are dying here. A lot of them. Avas is lighting his own units on fire here as well. That's gotta be the province defense though. And the armies of Hraesbard are routed, but they don't even get to run away. They're too slow. Damn. Yep, that's it. Amber Fields. Very interesting. So they killed 21, and that's not nothing. But they lost 70 units. They didn't kill a single fire guard, but they did kill most of the normal Highland warriors, and they are not, they're not easy to kill. They have a tower shield, they do high damage, have high protection, and good amount of hit points for a standard soldier. But not a single fire guard lost its life, and those are the important ones. These guys you can recruit anywhere. The fire guards you can only recruit a limited number of, and only in this capital. So yeah. And then there's some province defense, but they are always regenerated if you don't lose the entire province. So these guys will come back for free. But he did lose 2 mages. Okay, let's check out the mages and see if they had anything with them worth mentioning. No, not even any real experience. And this was a province defense. But he did lose the 2 mages. Like, they're not nothing. 225 golds per. And 1 Hraesbardian Light Maria Sword Infant is 15 gold. So, the math. Like, I don't think 15 times, let's see, it's 700 and 300. It's like, okay, it's almost 1,000 gold here. Jesus. Yeah, it is. Okay. And this would be about 500 gold. Okay, so that he did lose more in that area, and 20 here to 18. Jeez, math. 400 gold almost. Yeah, so Hraesbard did lose more, but he did strike a major blow. Major. Ha. Okay, Shenton is attacking Kontum, and we are witnessing this. This is Shenton's mismatch of forces. Death power. Ah, interesting. Then he has Shentonine Falchineer. This is the guy who gets random units when he recruits a special type of unit, so he will get all kinds of weird units in his armies. And he's got Shentonine Flying Cavalry from Shenton. Oh, really? This is from his capital as well. Right in Pegasi. Only 14 hit points is not that bad. Yeah, these would die rather quickly. Bear Knight. I don't see any spellcasters at all. Is that a leader? No, it's just a knight. And what do we have over here? Just some province defense. Okay. Is that a leader? No. Where's the leader? Oh, this is a leader. Little Snake Brother, the Falchion Commander. Alright. But no magic at all. He's got cavalry that is just running forward. Okay, some spell casting is going on over here. Where is that coming from? I have no idea. It's not a spell, so it's some of his units has the ability to do this. Mesmerize, okay. Interesting. Doesn't do actual damage. So it's more like a stunning thing. Mesmerized. Enraged. Ah, that's what it does. Okay. It's not much of a fight. And they're running. Did he lose anything? Yeah, okay, he lost some Bagamon shows and one light cavalry. Oh, okay, whatever. There was only province defense, so it didn't really matter. Then Portis is attacking Harasbat. Oh, with chariots and some snakes. Ah, not worth watching. Does he lose anything? He does. Lost one Impaler to 3 units. That's just low. Then we are attacking in the Triton Sea. I've not watched this battle yet, but I know the outcome, of course. So... you summon water power, that's not a bad thing to do. And then water strike is the one I'm interesting. So that's a water strike. I don't know if he hit. I don't think he hit. No. With this frog. Oh. Oh, that's our guy here with the chill aura. Is damaging our own frogs. with his chill aura. Alright. Shark Tribe, Amber Clan Triton. Okay. Here comes our army. Moving in. Water Strike misses. There's a hit with the Water Strike. Who's doing that? Oh, they have an Amber Clan Priest. Okay. That is trying to banish our undead. There's a Water Strike. Oh, that did some damage. Okay, nice. Here's our frogs in the back. Wow. One of the frogs is frozen. Would you look at that? Oh, we can't see it here. Okay. I swear this means it's frozen. And we definitely win here. No worries. Oops. Oh, don't touch that button. Okay. Did we lose anything? I think we did. Yes, we lost 2 Shark Knights and 2 Shark Tribe Tridents. Also 2 Turtle Tribe Tridents. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. Turtle Tribe Tridents. To 25 Amber Clans. And they had a priest. Very cool. I think we can recruit priests in there as well, if we have a temple, of course. Then there was a battle in Sifilgal. That's the end of Sifilgal, I think. Do they have anything? They have something. Divine blessing for these guys. There's a werewolf in here? Ah, they have a werewolf that is deceased and limp and has a chest wound and a heroic ability. Interesting. It must be these guys. No. I don't know. I thought it would be like our were hyenas in the same way. Everything's already on fire. Their spellcasters are running away. Oh my lord. Yeah. It's just a shit show. The army of Havas is just a powerhouse. I really hope that he and I can have a long-term alliance and I can direct his troops towards hopefully towards Shenton when he's done with Harasbat. I think he will beat Harasbat. If he can kill the god, that is. He has to kill the god. We saw how difficult that would be. And they just push forward, bit by bit. I'm curious to see how much he lost here, because there's a lot of status effects going on, spells being cast at them, arrows being thrown into the mix. Oh, he does lose 7 units lost in that mess. And that is the end of Anupai, the god of Sifrigal, has been permanently vanquished. At the end, he did not rule a single province, and he has now nowhere to return. Alright. Then there was an unexpected event in Talito. A handful of magic gems have been found, 5 earth gems. Fallen leaves and magic gems have been found in Badger's Den, another 5 earth gems, that's nice. An unexpected event has occurred in Talito. A man stumbled from the maze. His memory seems lost, but judging from his clothes, he was once a rich man. So we actually gained a random adventurer. And it says he's an experienced hero with 1 experience point, whatever. And this guy's just a standard human with some decent equipment. Protection 9 is nothing, but he's got a shield and a broadsword. And he's inspirational, so we'll just give him some troops to lead. He wants money, so he's not like a free unit or anything, so whatever. Yeah, we'll use him as an army leader. That's it. Patrolling troops in Friwald has killed 9 full brigands. Alright. This turn, we are not moving forward in the water. We are patrolling and searching for magic sites. Then onto here we'll move up with the units that are pulling up the rear. More units will be pulled up from these 2 provinces and form the next line. And Gunderik didn't find any magic sites. No, so he's moving on to search this territory down here. What else? We're moving Binim and Gunderik, Grimoald, Karloman. All the buried initiates are moving up to the capital right now, because from here, the larger humans with move 20, they can move directly into Black Harbor, so they don't need to be here to attack. And then if we decide not to, at least they can stay here and research. And the other 2 here, we'll be moving all 5 of them in there to act as magic support. But these 2 here can stay here and do work, while the rest of the army has to move in here to be ready to move over the water. So we're moving in. This is basically the best way of showing the army coming in from different provinces. We have a good amount of units here. It's not an overwhelming force, but we do have a lot of sacreds and a blessed sky, and they can do the hyena transformation thing. I think they will outmatch the units in here. He did recruit another, or at least the estimation is 40 higher than it was last turn, but I don't think he's expecting us to come in from this side. And if you look over here, Shannon has taken this territory and this territory this turn. And we now see the army of Quantum, it's here, pushed back and hiding in this fort, being pressured by both him and Atinium. He's very small now. And I guess this is his only other fort. Oh, he's got 1 fort, 1 fort, and 1 fort. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we moved the army up here last turn. I was gonna move back down, so we were on the verge to attacking in here, but now Shanton controls it, so it doesn't really matter anymore. We'll stay here with the army and search with these 2 mages, because we haven't searched with anything here yet, and with Gunderik as well for searching in Holy School, which never yields anything, but we might as well. We're staying here, and then blood hunting with Theodoric. Adolodal will move up here. We're still building a fort in there. Inberger will move in there, and we just saw Harasbad lose his army in here, or at least a large portion of it. So now I'm thinking that I was a bit scared of him before, but he's gonna get ruffle stomped, so we might as well move in here next turn, if nothing else happens, or unless he starts that deal that I wanted to start with him or something. I'm probably gonna attack him in here. Alright. Vidarich will move on and continue to search for magic sites. Orfar's moving up here. We start a castle in here, getting this to the final level. I don't think this can be boosted any further. No. Even if we want it. Carlo Man, I'll move in there. Venom. Oh, he can't make it. Right. Do you have anyone who's slow? No. No, they just can't get quite there. So they'll be one turn late for the fight. It is what it is. They'll follow up afterwards, and they're good sieging units. Siege is based on strength. Siege strength. So these guys have high strength, and there's a decent amount of them. And hobbits are not strong, so we need some strong units to help with the siege. Whew. Right. And we're also recruiting some units in here. Not a lot of resources available, or whatever. If we wanted to, we could build a temple in here and get these priests. But our bless is crap, so I don't wanna. And yeah, it would not make sense. Then the other one is kind of unlucky for us, because this would have been awesome if not for the fact that we already have an amphibian mage that is level 3 water. This can get us some cross paths, but only at a very low chance, and no. It's just unfortunate. We can't use this mage for anything, because our other water mages will just be better in most cases. He can go from water to land and such. Yeah. Too bad. That would have been really nice if we didn't have that specific throne there. Because then we could have gotten water mages. Whatever. Anything else? No, I think that's mostly it. What's Bob doing? He's searching for sites. So I've been equipping the Thistle Mace now. So now he's got level 5 nature. He will boost the death magic by 1 as well in here. And so I also made a mistake because I searched for water with him first. Then I found out that we could build this water cloak. So now he's level 4 water mage. And we're searching again to get this up to level 4. Because he might have missed a magic site that is level 4. And that would have been really unfortunate. And it's definitely worth checking. Alright, what else? We're forging more earth boots. So we can give a pair to Bob. And we're forging a girdle of might here. This is just a nice item. Reinvigoration means that you can recover fatigue faster, which if you put it on a mage, you can cast more spells because spells cost fatigue. And strength 2 helps in melee, so why not? And with other things. Okay, so forge, and then we are forging a sword of sharpness here because I wanted to use our hammer for something, and we need to start making some better weapons for these fools. The spiked clubs are, they're just standard weapons. We want them to have, if I want to use these as a kind of heavy battle units, which is the plan, where they cast, I've set up a script for one of them here. Stone skin, skeletal body, and then attack flies for this specific combat. But stone skin and skeletal body will make them almost impervious to normal weapons. And then you add in giving them 2 really good weapons. They will be pretty good tanky units in a fair fight. That's the idea. We can add some other items on them as well, like dragon scale mail or other types of equipment. Yeah. All in all, we need to equip this skull staff from someone just to give them a bit of magic boosts, if nothing else. Oh, I also gave Gunthermund, he's the one who casts Iceborne, so we're moving him out now. We gave him some personal magic gems. I've never really tried using combat magic spells with gems, but supposedly it's really good. What can he even cast? We'll see. Gunthermund, where are you? Cast. If nothing else, he can cast Earth Elementals, and that's nice. He can do... So like he could do summon Earth Power to boost his Earth Magic, and then cast real Earth Elementals instead of lesser ones. And that's it, okay. But that's actually a decent script. So just do this, and then Earth Elemental. And he can do 10 of those. That's nice, those are pretty strong. Will help in this combat as well. He can give some of his gems to Amalaric here when they meet. He's searching right now. Yeah, he's got Earth. increase for us here. And he could go on and searching more, but we already have an Earth Death moving around and searching. I guess he's better. I can't really figure out if it's worth sending one guy off just because we only have search for level 1 here. It probably is in the long run. So we can't do anything with our spells if we don't have gems, but we have a lot of gems. So we need better spells. And yeah. Research is at 447, which is not bad, but we need to continue to increase it. I'm tapping out my nature and death gems, at least. We could easily tap out earth gems with some summons if we wanted. And we're now digging into water gems a little bit. I'm also using the fire gems. Yeah. All in all, not bad. You know, I'm gonna change my mind here. Am I? Yeah. No. We could forge a fire sword instead. The only thing is that would suck against Avas. The Forge of Sword of Sharpness is pretty good for just a standard weapon. It's high damage and armor piercing. Magic weapon. I think this is the turn. Then there are some messages to Avas. Another greetings, Kutuya. It looks like Harasbot is crumbling fast. We agree that Shenton is the biggest threat. He is by far the largest nation at this point, and he is gobbling up Kuntum right now. If we move on him, would you join us? Now we're starting to form a little bit of a coalition here. That would be good, and I want Avas on my side, for sure. I actually made a mistake here, because I thought he was the one who warned us against Shenton, but that was Harasbot. He wanted us to go against Shenton. Anyway. Oh, then I shouldn't formulate it like this, I suppose. Let's change it real quick. So retract, send a text message to Avas. Oops. Damn it. Well, I'll figure out. I'll send him a similar message, just rewording it a bit. Then what I hope will be a fun message to Atinium. We really need one of these players on our side in the late game, and I have chosen Atinium for 2 reasons. First of all, he was the first we really had contact with, and he openly declared to the whole world that he was a friend of the small folk. So I think he's on board with it. And another thing is, he's got the global enchant, which is, I can't even imagine what he's doing with these extra nature gems. That's amazing. He must be getting so many good gems for his things. But, he is not as strong as Shenton, I think. So in the late game, I would rather ally with him against Shenton. So, here's the message. Greetings to the mistress. Our hobbit ears hear of your victory cries, rivaling the sound of cheering at the annual Friwald's cheating eating contest. Bob won again, in case you were wondering. We intend to grab a fort from them next month, hopefully both supporting the war and providing distraction. Now, Bob wants to know of your future plans. We thinks it is time to talk about the tentacle elephant in the room. If Cassandra and Bob wants to rule the world, our largest rival must be laid low. Please check 1 box. And I built these boxes for him again. Check the first one. Cassandra will stand with Bob against the tentacle menace of Shenton. Together we shall steal their sausages and feast on their blood. Or no, Shenton and Atinium and Shenton are best friends. Yours truly, Bob, God of Breakfasts. And I hope he likes the humor behind it and chooses to join us. I think, so looking at the late game right now, I think actually Shenton is bigger than us, and for sure his nation cannot be as crap as Friwald is. I love the Hobbits, but they're just garbage. And I think his nation is actually pretty good, very strong all around. I haven't seen him really work it yet, but his basic units are better than the Hobbits for sure. So difficult to tell. And I think he's at least the same size as us. which is kind of worrying. He's got what throne? Not the best fun for him, but it is a throne, whatever. We've not seen his bless yet. Yeah, it's tough to tell. This is also the host for the game, and I'm assuming, of course, that she knows what's going on and how to play. Atinium, well, hopefully somewhere in the same boat. This nation is also, I think, better, and with the he's got to be able to use these nature gems for something. Right. The only thing is that he might want the water provinces, and declaring against me together with Shanton would mean that he will probably get the water for himself. Yeah. If one of them, if they are in cahoots and join against me, then we're out. We are just out, I don't think. The other big player in the endgame will be Avas. And he's not as big as us, the other players, but he's definitely got what I think is the strongest army in the game at the moment. And until we get some later game spells that will slaughter heavily armored troops, which I have some in mind, but that's far, far off, like 10 or 20 turns in the future at best, that we get these new spells. But if I could get Atinium and Avas to help me against Shanton, we could definitely wipe him off the board. Yeah. That's my thinking. We'll see what happens. I'll send another message to, to Avas, asking them to join me against Shenton. We're not going to attack right away, not for the next 10 turns, but forming a sort of a coalition. And yeah, that's sort of it for this episode. We're almost at construction level 6, and then we'll go into conjuration level 6, which will be a few turns off. And that's a really good one, and then conjuration level 7 is awesome. So, looking forward to it. It's about 10 turns in the future as well. So we're moving towards the end game. And yeah, that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.